and it should be a very, very tasty final.
Bullseye.
Especially when you consider the scorelines from the semi-finals against Michael van Gerwen and Johnny Clayton, Paul Nicholson.
Yeah, fantastic
25.
stuff in the semi-finals from both of these guys, and I think it's
Outside
rather
Gerwyn's won the ball.
remarkable as we finally close out that bull off there, with Price getting the honour, and we'll throw in the odd-numbered legs. But I genuinely thought that these two might struggle today because they had less action
95.
since they were in the competitive environment, but they have completely stomped all over that, which, to their credit, is
54.
quite incredible. But it just goes to show, doesn't it, Murph, that their preparations for this tournament have been absolutely perfect.
Yep, and they've warmed to the task during it, which is often what you have to do to
96.
win these Players' Championship events. It's not always going to be astronomical averages and serene
96.
passages through to the next stage, but usually the players get better and better as the tournament goes on. And Price peaked in that semi-final against his Welsh
59.
World Cup teammate Johnny Clayton, a 7-1 win. Not his highest average of the day, but his best performance.
140.
He averaged 106 in an earlier match against Steve Beaton.
The amount of times that Gerwyn Price left double top after 12 darts, it was just bruising.
121.
But Dan Dawson made a fantastic comment in that match. He said, as good as this performance is from Price, it wasn't unplayable because Johnny Clayton did have chances, but every chance he did
133.
have early in the match, it was only one dart a double and he missed them all. That's flattened out. Doesn't like it. Just go for the 20. Well, he gets the 20. Bullseye.
105.
And he doesn't get it to offer Cullen a first break chance in this match.
Bullseye for him. Apologies.
48. Yes.
It was
$19.
I'm trying to work out if it's my bad maths or his, but
Game shot.
it was his, wasn't it?
Well, well, well. That had me confused. That had you confused. That might have had Owen confused, our referee, and everybody else. So maybe the key to success today is to confuse everybody involved. Well done, Joe. You won the leg.
60.
I should have backed myself. I couldn't believe that Joe Cullen. I very rarely see Cullen miscount like that, but he went for tops needing the ball. Anyway, hit the double 15 on return.
60.
I can't remember it ever happening for Joe. I know that his pal Devon Peterson's a bit of a ninja at the old miscount.
180.
But maybe this is part of Cullen's plan. He's just trying to confuse everyone, and it would be a new tactic.
140.
Well, that was his 17th maximum of the afternoon, Joe Cullen,
91.
who didn't really replicate the performance level of Gerwyn Price in the semi-final against Michael van Gerwen, but did seem in
42.
control for the entirety of the match, winning it 7-2.
Oh, he's going to count this right. Ooh,
120.
clatter. And he is denied by the fence.
182. 95.
To ensure that he left to finish, did the right thing, asking our match official Owen Binks what he had left.
Game shot.
He should have replied, "It doesn't matter, Gerwyn."
Would have been funny if he'd have said that. Imagine the facial expression of Gerwyn Price if Owen Binks had said that.
Be a strange way to hand in your notice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, P45, right there.
But it didn't matter, so he would have been right.
180.
And Price is right with his opener in this one.
To be fair to Owen Binks, he called that 182 really quickly.
133.
I mean, Alexa couldn't have done it that quick. But he's going to have to kick from here. Price has found himself a very, very high-scoring leg just when he needs to get a foundation in this final.
140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 140. 1
Second meeting of the year between this pair. The first was at the Masters.
59.
And Gerwyn Price, in his first tournament as world champion, defeated Joe Cullen healthily, 10-3.
134.
76 left. Oh,
Game
I was
shot.
looking at the wrong number. We're all doing it. But Gerwyn Price gets it right. And it is 418s for Bull. Spellbound. I think Joe Cullen's put me under a spell.
125.
Price, as I mentioned, dominated that last meeting, but the one before that was very close. You may recall the Players' Championship
134.
Finals last 8 battle, which Price won 10-9 at the back end of last year, and then the most recent
89.
meeting on the floor, that came in the autumn series of 2020, Cullen winning that 165 in a quarter-final.
Yeah, the autumn series
59.
that was dominated by Gerwyn Price. He won that Order of Merit, of course.
140.
I think it's easy to say what has been the performance of the day.
174.
And that was the Jose de Sousa round 1, where he averaged 127. But it seems like a long time ago
53.
because we've had such great action all the way through the day. Price, again, looking for the 54. When Cullen's on 94, so a little bit of replication there. 110 left.
44.
Well, there are options here. Cullen attacks, and that will be 2 doubles.
54.
There are options here.
Got to be 20s. Double 15 to draw level.
Game
Gets
shot.
the break back. And the first vocalization there from the Iceman, who is most definitely not melting in the heat.
A good start. Augurs well for a grandstand finish.
140.
Joe Cullen in a third final of 2021. 3 finals from 10 events. Very good stuff
55.
from a man ranked 15th in the world.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before he's a top 10 player. He has gone up a level in the last 6 months.
We'll have the conversation with
97.
Dan Dawson over on Stream 2 earlier on. Many people during that match, well after that match, should I say, against Michael van Gerwen when Cullen missed 2 darts at the
84.
bull at the World Championship to beat the then world number 1. Many people were saying that will either make him or break him. And I think we've
81.
got the answer this year, haven't we?
Completely. It's been defiance in 2021. Almost in
57.
rebellion to the fact that some people thought that that would be his peak. Well, I think that's borderline offensive because of
99.
what he has done in his career has been quite incredible to date. His career is only just starting.
132.
No need for Gerwyn
44.
Price to go 14 bull on that occasion with Cullen a long way back. It was, of course, Price's peak at Alexandra Palace, becoming world champion, and who knows, perhaps
137.
bringing in a new era in this sport. Dan again was saying earlier on that his stock certainly hasn't fallen in his absence.
Not at all.
Game shot.
Tops and now ahead after being 2-0 down. Well, Joe Cullen has been delivering when needed today, and against
83.
Ian White earlier, he found 3 straight legs when he was 5-3 down. So pressure is something he has been able to gobble up at points.
You look at his
100.
matches, not just today, but in Pro Tour events over the last 12 months. Joe Cullen's biggest averages, the biggest stats are often in the closest
100.
games. He does have this ability now to find it when he needs it.
Wasn't able to find it in that final with Barneveld,
140.
which he wasn't pleased about, but again, disappointment, and then comes back from disappointment and plays
93.
well. So he's got this knack at the minute of having almost a harder chin.
It really has thrown up some
97.
interesting narratives this afternoon, particularly the 4 semi-finalists. Johnny Clayton, who's hoovered up titles left, right and centre, 4 of them in
100.
2021, losing out to his World Cup teammate Gerwyn Price, and then Michael van Gerwen failing to make a final yet again, still hasn't done in 2021. And here Joe Cullen strengthening
55.
his position as the man at the top of the Pro Tour Order of Merit.
Yeah, very much so. It's a position he's very, very comfortable with, and he doesn't want to let it go. Tops at
Game
125 out to level things up at 3-3. We love these blocks of events, and we just don't get bad finals, Murph.
139.
We certainly know that Van Gerwen will come back tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday if needed with an axe to
140.
grind, desperate to stop people talking about how long it's been, but we're getting this little club of players that are always there,
97.
and here are 2 of them.
Very much so, and we've talked over the course of the last 6 months that everything within darts, as we see another 180 from Cullen to give himself the 5th treble of 6 darts. You see it's his 2nd of the match.
58.
But you say that everything has come up Welsh in darts in the last 6 months. Well, the darts that you see from these players, both of them
105.
were made in Wales. So no matter where you look, Welsh is coming up.
99.
Stays there for double 18.
58.
Can't quite find it, and now Gerwyn Price has a chance to pick his pockets. It is only to hold his throat.
17s, 4 of them for tops. There are the 4 17s. There is the pause, and here is the tops.
88.
But he comes out late, and Cullen has had success on double 9 today, but decides not to go for it. Double 4.
Game shot.
Just when he needs a friend, he finds double 4 again. He's had that double as a bit of a pen pal over the last 3 or 4 years. It comes up trumps again.
It's interesting because we suggested in an earlier match that he should have employed that very tactic.
140.
One of the reasons that players don't is because he might still get 3 darts at double if they miss outside twice, but
174.
you made the point, he's that good on that particular double, he should back himself. He did, and it paid off.
He is the best player that I've seen on double 4
180.
in years. In fact, there may not be many other players who have been better at double 4. And the reason we say that is because some of the other greats never left it. They were too busy hitting double 16 and double top. So is that a compliment to Joe that he's the
40.
best double 4 hitter in the world? It's an indirect compliment.
Well, look, he chose to go for it on that occasion. Certainly paid off.
100.
And this is a very, very strong leg, bearing in mind that Gerwyn Price started it with a 174. Cullen's had a 180 in it to tee up this
89.
first opportunity at finish. And he will come back unless Price can complete this combination. Was not far away from that second
95.
treble.
We have 2 players here comfortable with the pace of the game and comfortable with the challenge. Double 16 for Cullen.
Game shot.
Very, very comfortable indeed at 5-3 up after being 3-2 down. Definitive spells in this game.
And also, Paul, both
134.
comfortable winning. And I think that really bodes well. It hasn't always been the case. Of course, it's not always the case for any
60.
player, but particularly for Joe Cullen. He's in this position now, and he's been here before. He's done it enough times. He won't be fazed by the likes of Van Gerwen,
134.
Price, Wright, etc.
The more comfortable that Joe gets in this company and at the thick end of tournaments,
59.
the inevitability of him being comfortable at an even higher level, it will come.
92.
He's won 6 senior PDC titles,
78.
Joe Cullen. 2 of them on the stage. That's at the Euro Tour.
Extraordinary to think that he won 3 development tours a decade ago. Is that what we're doing now? We're
63.
referring to a former development tour champion from a decade ago. How old are we getting? How old is the development tour getting?
Cullen has
81.
certainly developed into a very, very fine player. 74 left here for Price.
38.
And if you're going to make a bit of a mess, make it in that kind of position, particularly when you're chasing the match.
Completely agree.
99.
time your mistakes well. Can't afford any mistakes here. And they
Game
don't
shot.
come 5-4 now. Are we about to get another spell of price in this game?
I think it was
97.
the late great Sid Waddell who invented the word Taylor-esque, and it's one I've not heard for a while. But Gerwyn Price, the world number one, being off
59.
for 3 months, not played in the Premier League, not played at the last batch of Pro Tour events, and coming and winning here, that certainly would fit into that category, wouldn't it?
That is a
140.
spectacular point. I could not have put that better myself, because playing on the same tour as Taylor,
99.
he wouldn't be around for ages. Then he'd turn up and he'd win. It was annoying. And he wouldn't just win, he would obliterate the field.
It's a statement,
96.
isn't it? I'm back now. You know, you lot have been enjoying yourselves, but the daddy is here.
One thing we're going to be saying tomorrow is that Price is
60.
back, and regardless of the result, the gap has not hurt him, rankings-wise or form-wise.
140.
We've still got a lot of work to do to turn this around, because Joe Cullen is not relenting.
41.
Can restore a 2-leg lead here.
Game shot.
Straight for it, straight in it. 6-4, 2 ahead, 2 away.
One thing we do know about Johnny Clayton, just taking a bit of a side note, is that him winning the Premier League, he will be in the Premier League next year.
140.
Now we start asking the question, with Joe's form in 2021, he's won in
77.
this year. How does he position himself for a nod in 2022? Because he is on the radar.
60.
Does he have to make a final of a massive event to finally get to the Premier League?
180.
At the minute, on the floor, he's looking super comfortable. Fourth 180 from him.
85.
And he's got 6 starts from 244. And it might only be 6 starts he needs.
98.
Because when he comes back, it will be 19's first on 146. That is his best finish of the day, I believe.
90.
I can confirm that.
Can he repeat the trick?
130.
Not quite. He wasn't far away. Are we about to see a turning point in this final? Well, there's the answer. Just think
32.
Gerwyn Price was very, very quick to get to the hockey and throw that dart then.
Joe was quick to the hockey too,
8.
but not able to construct a double 8. And this is a really good chance now. Double 18 tops. And this is going Joe's way. Not just because he's played better to this
54.
point, but because he's getting these chances.
I think Price threw a dart away at the end of that previous
Game
visit
shot.
as well, and that handed a more difficult chance to him and handed a glorious chance for Joe Cullen on his favourite double to move within 1 leg of victory, and it's a leg in which he throws.
100.
What a position to be in after a few months away. First
59.
tournament back. You're up against someone like Price with his CV, and he's averaging 98.83 in this final.
100.
This is not A++ Cullen, but it's good enough Cullen, and that is worrying for everybody else.
Well, pundits,
105.
including yourself, Paul, have been saying it for a number of years now, that managing your calendar is becoming more and more key in this game, and
120.
Cullen's decision not to go to Germany looks about to be fully vindicated.
I'd like to know a little bit more about what he has been doing the last couple of months, and if he does win this game, Dan Dawson, it is your job to find out.
180.
Well, that's a nice bit of showboating from Gerwyn Price. Dropped the dart halfway down the hockey, picked it up, wandered back, completed the maximum.
94.
Can he keep this going? Well, he's going to have to survive
83.
possibly a match start at the bullseye, because Cullen is on match point.
It is a dart at the bullseye,
48.
and it's a wild and wide one.
One dart at double top to save the tournament.
34.
And he cannot. So Cullen, in a flash, back for double 16.
Well, you could
7.
not get closer than that. Joe Cullen, the width of a wire away with each of those darts. Having missed the opportunity to win this match a couple of
Game
times, Gerwyn Price punishes Joe Cullen for doing that, and he's back in it, throwing for 6-7.
3 missed match shots. 1 at the bull, 2 at double 16. And we know for a fact that
140.
Price can sprint. Does he have the capability of doing what Joe did to Ian White earlier? In the last 3 legs of his game with
59.
Ian White, he averaged 118.66. 15, 11, 12. That's the kind of thing that Price needs to do here.
100.
Now, if he does it in that order, he would have 5 visit leg, 4 visit leg, 4 visit
44.
leg. That might be required.
We had to fight back against Gary Anderson, Gerwyn Price, in the quarter-finals before
58.
eventually falling over the line in a very, very dramatic last leg in which both players missed bucket loads of darts at doubles.
25.
We might be about to pull off the great escape again here. This leg as good as gone.
Very much so.
137.
The only way he's going to win this leg and win the tournament by 8 legs to
100.
5 is if Price loses his darts. Double top.
46.
He didn't get the 15 that I thought he might need.
$100.
We're not sure Cullen's even thinking straight there. Could have employed a different route and left himself on a finish. Is he just resigned to the fact that he's not winning this leg and
10.
wants to put his energy in another?
You do not want to do that. You want to try and take every opportunity you get. You don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of legs. That's the problem.
83.
He's got himself on 90, but we know that Price loves double 5.
Game
because
shot.
He's won tournaments on that. He's won key matches on that double. Now he's won a key leg on that double 5. But this one is the big one for Price. He's got to break Joe Cullen here, and if
40.
he can, he will throw for this tournament after surviving 3 shots from Joe.
Since missing those 3 to win the
97.
match, the one at the bull 2, very close, well thrown darts at double 16. It's kind of disappeared from Joe Cullen.
He's a bit like a boxer in a ring that's
134.
a little bit dizzy. He hasn't re-established his bearings. And that's a difficult thing to do on a dartboard in a match of this tempo
40.
that's quite quick.
We'd be hoping that last visit would be a bit of a settler, the 1-3-4. Looking more
150.
comfortable on the treble 19 than he is on the treble 20 at the back end of this match.
He might need that treble 20 to come good
100.
right now, because if he finds a 180, it'll be double 16 again for the tournament. That's good enough.
140.
A pressure pilot from Price,
180.
and he lets Joe Cullen know about it.
Another single 20 for double 16. 4th match dart.
40.
And it misses. If Price takes this, he becomes favourite for the tournament.
What has he got? He's got 2. 2 at double 12. That becomes 1 at double 6. And that
78.
might be the last chance he'll get. Joe Cullen missed 2 darts at double 16 to win this match a couple of legs ago. He's been excellent on the floor this year, Joe Cullen.
Game
And
shot
once
and
again,
match.
he
Joe
wipes the
Cullen.
floor with the field. Cullen is king again. A 7th PDC title, a 2nd of 2021. Both of these players have not played in a professional tournament for 3 months, but they are back with a bang. Gerwyn Price laying down his credentials as a world number 1, but the man who leads the Pro Tour Order of Merit